All right, I don't think I've ever just made like a straight legitimate vlog. I think I have 1,000 videos on my channel and I've never made one. So this is number one. I am in the middle of the forest in Maui, not in the middle anymore. I'm starting to walk back towards my car. And I just filmed a bunch of videos and here's what it looks like out here. Kind of cool. And I have this really cool thing that is a stabilizing cam that balances my iPhone. And if this is the first time you watch my videos, my name's Jake Ducey. It's nice to meet you. And I believe that we are all divine beings. And I believe that great things are meant to unfold in our life. And the only thing that stops us from that is our belief in a false self. This is a false self that's been programmed into us to believe in our own incompleteness for our whole life and to believe we're these little mortal beings and these little physical bodies. But that's not who we are. But we're taught to believe that because we're programmed to experience reality only on the level of which we can see. But that's just a little energy called visible light. Who you are is more than a body. In fact, your body is just energy anyways. It just appears solid, but it's not. So who you are is energy. So I was just out here hiking and walking, really more than a strenuous hike, walking, and I was just looking at how the miracle working presence of the universe created such a perfect forest. And if it created a perfect forest, it can create anything that we want too. So that's what I've been thinking about. So if the universe created a perfect forest, if it created a perfect solar system, don't you think also that it could create perfectly your financial goals and create perfectly your relationship goals and just create perfectly your life? Yeah, right? But the only thing that stops it is we have certain thoughts in our head that go off and we think they are us, but they aren't you. All those thoughts aren't who you are. They're called subconscious programming, and subconscious programming is predominantly negative, but it goes off in the head, so we think the thoughts are us, but they aren't actually us. But we think they're us. And it doesn't matter whether they are you or they aren't you. What matters is you think they are you. And your consciousness creates reality. So you can create your own self-imposed limitations. U.S. Anderson said, when you realize that thought creates all, you will see there are no limitations which you yourself do not impose. When you realize thought creates all, you will see that there's no limitations that you yourself don't impose. So you say, what are my limitations in life? Well, I don't have where I want to be financially. I'm not where I want to be spiritually. I'm not where I want to be in my career. I'm not where I want to be in my dating life or my relationships. And it's scary because it's like, dang, I impose those limitations. But unless I say, yes, my thoughts in some way or my subconscious programming in some way has created this, then I can't be free from it either. So at the same time, what I'm doing is I'm saying, yes, my thoughts actually do create everything. My energy, my consciousness does create everything. And I'm going to take my power back so my subconscious programming doesn't keep running on autopilot and telling me I'm not good enough, I'm not smart enough, this is just the way it is, I can't attract abundance, this is a dog-eat-dog world, the rich people have all the money, it's really hard, there's no good women left, there's no good men left, I might always be alone, it's because of this happened to me when I was little. None of that's you. But it's kind of weird. It's like, it's almost as if there's two people inside of us and we think both of them is us. Like, Bob and Susie are both living inside of you. Just trying to make a joke. But it's kind of like that. It's this false self, call it Bob, and Bob believes in all these limitations, or call this false self Susie, and Susie believes in all these limitations. And Susie's living in your head as your subconscious mind. And Susie thinks thoughts of limitation in your head, and because they're happening in your head, you think it's you. But it's not you. But then you have this other part of yourself that's a totally divine being. Which way should I go? Go this way. And so that's what I've been thinking about while I've been hiking today. Pretty interesting, right? Because then it goes, all right, so if my thoughts create everything, then what do I want? If all things are truly possible, what do I want? And most people, they aren't living out what they want. They're living out what they think they're capable of. That's interesting, right? Most people are not living, they're not going after what they want. They're going after what they think they're capable of. But U.S. Anderson said that when you realize that thought creates all, you will realize that there are no limitations that you yourself do not self-impose. So we impose our own limitations on ourselves, and then we call them reality. This is just the way it is. You don't understand. It's always been like this for me. It's their fault. It's his fault. But by doing that, all we're doing is creating that reality for ourselves. So, what do you want? I decided that I wanted to live in Maui, and I wanted to be an author. I wanted my YouTube channel to take off, and I wanted to talk about these spiritual principles and help people. And that was what I decided I wanted to do. And I had a bunch of thoughts in my head that said that I couldn't do it or it wouldn't work out, that believed in limitations. But I learned how to be aware that they weren't me. And then the floodgates opened up. And I was able to manifest my dream life. And I think it's so important because there's so many people, so much of our world is a lot of stress, a lot of people thinking they're not good enough, and a lot of companies making a lot of money with merchandise and products and all types of things, you name it, that make their money off of you being incomplete and you believing that you are your subconscious programming. Because if you believe you are incomplete and you identify with the thoughts in your subconscious programming, then you're going to need all the stuff that all the multinational corporations are selling, and beyond that, you're easy to control. Imagine if everybody knew they were divine beings. It'd be a lot harder for us to be controlled. So I believe that my mission is that if enough people wake up to their own identity, that's why I publish a video every day. I want people to wake up to their own identity. Who are you really? If you're not your past, and you're not your body, and you're not your name, and you aren't what happened to you, and you aren't what people said, and you aren't the thoughts in your subconscious mind that keep coming up while you're watching this video, then who are you? You're a clean slate of consciousness. You're an individualized form of God. That's who you are. You are an individualized form of God. Here to create peace and harmony in your life, whatever that looks like. And as a byproduct of that, you're going to be transmitting such a positive field, such a positive energy to the collective consciousness that you will make the world a better place simply by living from your God-realized self. Simply by saying, what do I want? And going after what you want, because it already exists in the quantum field, generating positive feelings of happiness, love, and abundance You will attract all you want, but you will also make it easier for everyone else because we're all one. So you're making other people's awakening process easier as well. Right? And that's cool. That's the stuff that I'm really interested in. So if you and I were on a hike right now, that's what we'd be talking about. Technically, we are on a hike right now because I'm on a hike and I'm on a camera talking right now. So, and you're with me. So technically, we are together on a hike right now. So I just want you to go for it. That's why I make these videos every day. I just want you to say, I'm a divine being and all things are possible. And this is what I want out of my life. This is who I want to be, and I am going to manifest it because it's already within me. I'm not going to allow the fear. I'm not going to play small anymore. I'm not going to limit my desires based off of what I think is possible anymore. That's what I want, because I know when you live from there, it's going to be a domino effect, and it's going to rub off on your neighbor and your roommate and your boyfriend and your girlfriend and your husband and your colleagues and your coworkers, and it's going to be a domino effect that's going to awaken human consciousness. You can awaken human consciousness. You can make the world a better place, but it begins by you living from your divine self, from your true nature, and manifesting the most magnificent life that you can. And you can manifest a magnificent life. But in order to do that, you have to truly say, what is it that I want? And some people say, well, I don't know what I want. Well, start manifesting magnificent emotions and feelings. Start generating incredible feelings of happiness for the way things are, and joy for the way things are. And the universe is going to start attracting things back to you that match that. And you're going to be putting all of that energy into the collective consciousness, into the quantum field. And thus, you're going to be making the other people's lives easier, because on a subconscious level, they're going to pick up on that level of consciousness, even if they aren't aware that they're actually picking up on it. Right? That's cool. So that's why I created the second mind. The second mind is a technology to do that for you, to get your brain, your mind wired to your true self so that you can manifest all the things that you want, and you can become a beacon of light for everyone else around you. So you could have the finances, the love, the happiness, the freedom, and show other people how to do it too. So it's right there down below. It's The Second Mind, and it's a technology that'll retrain your brain. It's free to demo. It's totally free to demo. It's right there down below. So go down there right now, thesecondmind.com right there down below, thesecondmind.com right there down below. And go ahead and demo the second mind and start using that today to transmit, to generate, to broadcast that new frequency. And great things are going to start unfolding. Almost ran into that branch right there. So it's thesecondmind.com right there down below. Hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification. The bell notification is what notifies you for new videos. So even if you're already subscribed, just double check you've actually hit the bell notification, yada, 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 yada. No one wants to hear that. And I'm in the middle of the nature, and I don't think the trees want to hear me talk about subscribing. So have a great day. Thank you for watching this video. Thanks for taking a stroll with me. Hit the like button on this video if you dig it, and let me know in the comments if you think this type of video was cool. If so, maybe once a week we'll do a hiking with Jake video or a walk with Jake video. So let me know in the comments if you think this is cool, or if you'd prefer me to just sit in my room with a bunch of LED lights all around me. You let me know. Have a great day. Thank you for watching this video. I love you, sending you positive vibes for some great things headed your way. thesecondmind.com right there down below. So go ahead and demo that right now. I'll talk to you later.